Welcome back to day 43 of trying to find out how much Ryan Trahan spent on his Airbnbs on his 50 states and 50 days journey. Thank you for joining me on day 43, where we find Ryan and Haley in Wyoming at the Snowflake Cabin. I'll go over how much Ryan spent on this Airbnb, as well as some additional details on the house. And at the end of the video, I'll give the full amount of what he's spent so far over the past 43 days. But let's get into the Snowflake Cabin. This Airbnb has a 4.89 star rating with 121 reviews. If you do book here in July, it's a 4 to 5 day minimum booking. I'm not sure if that's what Ryan got or if it's that long because we're so far out that day when I was looking at prices. Either way, on average, it is still a 2-night minimum booking with 8 months in advance, which is what Ryan did book. So that averages out to $326.38 per night with an added $71.80 in taxes. The price for day 43 comes out to $724.55. Now, Ryan and Haley started their day in South Dakota, continuing the gauntlet of super long drives. And this drive was no different with 416 miles heading west to Wyoming, which took them about 6.5 hours. Located in Clark, Wyoming, right on the outskirts of western Yellowstone National Park, and quite frankly in the middle of nowhere, the original house was built in 1992. But the cabin is a separate building, so I'm not sure when that was built, but it does sit on 15 acres, and the cabin is 974 square feet. It does only have 1 bedroom, but 2 bathrooms. This ranking is surprising because although it's technically small, it's not a tiny home. It's almost 1,000 square feet, so it's normal size for some homes. But Ryan and Haley ranked this in the middle of the pack at 28 out of 50. And with that being said, it's a nice little cabin. Nothing too crazy stands out as amazing, aside from the landscape, but the location is amazing, and the cabin itself is nice. But that brings us to the totals for the past 43 days. Here are those totals in 10-day increments, which brings our total estimated amount for the last 43 days to $65,079.40. That's all I got for the Wyoming Cabin Airbnb. Let me know what you guys think of the cabin and if it would be worth paying $350 a night to stay here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for day 44.